I don't like online gaming. I truly believe the best game in the world is making money by helping small businesses cross oceans and do business, together helping them understand each other. My grandfather got his news from newspapers, my father from the radio. Our generation learned about the world through TV, and our kids are discovering it via the internet. They say, "I want to get involved." We're facing a lot of challenges, but we feel proud because, in the 21st century, if you want to be a successful company, you have to learn how to solve society's problems instead of just grabbing one or two opportunities. The money we make comes from helping small businesses survive and seize opportunities, and that makes me incredibly proud. Today, as always, I do feel proud about how much money we make. I feel proud about the impact we have on others, especially small businesses. We're a lucky company, and there's no way we could have survived without that focus. I don't come from a background with a rich father or powerful uncles. I remember back in 1999 when I came to Silicon Valley looking for venture capitalists. I talked to so many, and I recall driving by Menlo Park, getting rejected left and right. When I shared the Alibaba story, they'd look at me strangely. "What is Alibaba? What are you talking about?" When I discovered the internet in 1994, it was like a revelation. Imagine an English teacher in China, before the country had fully embraced the digital revolution, stumbling upon something so vast and full of potential. I always joke that I felt like a blind man riding a blind tiger. He had no idea where it would lead, but I was ready to jump in. It was a leap into the unknown. I quit my teaching job and dove headfirst into this adventure with no guarantee of success. That was my first lesson in entrepreneurship. Take risks and turn challenges into opportunities. When I started talking about the internet to people around me, many thought I was crazy. "Jack, it'll never work," they'd say. But I knew it was the start of something huge. Sometimes the greatest ideas seem insane at first. The key is having the courage to keep going, even when others doubt you. The internet was pure chaos back then. Nobody knew how to navigate it, but I was determined to learn. Looking back, I see that throwing myself into the unknown planted the seeds for what Alibaba would become. If you want to build something big, you can't be afraid of mistakes. When I started my journey, all I had was passion and a belief that I could make a difference. I could have quit at the first hurdle, but I was set on seeing where this new path would take me. What I discovered is that success often emerges from chaos. China needed an e-commerce site, and building the market there took effort, time, and tremendous dedication. You really have to commit to creating something lasting. At the time, people said there was no chance. "Oh, if you never try, how do you know?" So we tried. I said, "If eBay is the shark in the ocean, we're the crocodile in the Yangtze River. Never fight in the ocean, let's battle in the river." When I founded Alibaba in 1999, no one believed in me. I traveled to Silicon Valley seeking investment, but I was rejected over and over. I remember walking down the famous Sand Hill Road, where investors looked at me in disbelief. They couldn't grasp what I was proposing. I returned to China with no funding, but I brought back something invaluable: the American dream. I believed I could change how small businesses operated by connecting them to the world. That's when I realized the power of focusing on small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs. While big corporations had their systems in place, I saw SMEs as the engine driving China's future. I deeply believed they were the pillars of economic growth, so I'd bet on them. Instead of taking on the giants, I built something to empower the little guys. That's how Alibaba was born, a platform to help small businesses thrive. I remember the early struggles, but I never considered giving up. So I said, "If eBay is the shark in the ocean, we're the crocodiles in the Yangtze." It was our territory. The conditions were tough, but we fought smart. We didn't have big financial backing, but we had passion, resilience, and confidence that we were on the right path. Alibaba started small, but grew from this clear vision. The future belongs to small businesses. I believed that in 5 years, China would have more internet users than the USA. People scoffed, "You only have 300 million people." China has 1.3 billion. For the US to reach 400 million users without population growth would take 50 years. We could do it in 5 years, just a matter of time. So let's wait and see. Innovation has always fueled Alibaba's success. When we created Alipay, many called it a stupid idea, an intermediary account for payments. It seemed absurd. But we knew it was exactly what small businesses and consumers needed. Sometimes, the most revolutionary ideas look strange at first. Innovation is about creating what the market truly needs, even if the world doesn't get it yet. By building something like Alipay, we challenged the status quo. There was no solid credit system in China, and electronic transactions were viewed with suspicion. But instead of waiting for things to improve, we created our own solution. It was a lesson I learned early. Do not wait for the system to be perfect to innovate. As I always say, even stupid ideas, if improved daily, can become very smart. Innovation isn't just technologically strategic. You have to stay ahead of market needs, and that often means taking risks. Entrepreneurs need the courage to challenge norms and believe in their visions. In the end, Alipay became essential for millions of Chinese, and what was once silly is now a pillar of global e-commerce. Don't fear looking ridiculous at first. The market will recognize real value. My thinking was that China has had successful foreign companies like Microsoft, IBM, Oracle, great ones. Doing business anywhere takes time. I believe business is tough everywhere in the world. My wife and I debated this yesterday morning while driving. She thinks it's hard to do business in the USA because of chains like Walmart. Even coffee shops are chains. How can small businesses survive? I said, in the US, it's easy for small businesses. There was a professor next to us. We should have a big debate. Which country is easier for business, the US or China? When innovating in a market like China, you realize conditions aren't ideal. Many said it was impossible to build e-commerce without logistics or a credit system. My response? That's why we need entrepreneurs. I never saw difficulties as roadblocks. They signaled we were creating transformation. Every challenge became an opportunity to innovate. We lacked a credit system, so we built Alipay. Logistics were messy, so we laid foundations for e-commerce growth. Operating in a tough environment only strengthened us. If you want to change business, solve problems no one else will. You're right, when we have money, we start making mistakes. We get a beautiful office, hire MBAs, VPs from multinationals. With a little money, we think about globalization in 5 minutes. Speaking of problems, failure was always on my radar. It's been by my side, reminding me every mistake is a lesson. People ask about Alibaba's success, but we've made 1,001 mistakes. I could write a book, Alibaba's 1,001 Mistakes. That's no exaggeration. If you want to learn success, it's hard to replicate. But failure, there's plenty to absorb. Every mistake prepares us for the next challenge. Making mistakes is part of learning. Each fall makes us stronger. In the beginning, decisions could have sunk Alibaba, but we analyzed errors and corrected. For entrepreneurs, failure isn't the end, it's a tool. Lessons from mistakes build success. And this led me to value personal growth and education even more than quick wins. I've always believed the future belongs to the best educated, not the richest. Personal growth and learning are key. I left teaching to chase my dream, knowing knowledge was my only real tool. It gave me confidence without resources or investors. Education goes beyond school in business. It's adapting to change and being flexible. I've encouraged my team to invest in development. Knowledge isn't just an edge. It's the base for innovation and facing challenges. To grow, keep learning. Speaking of challenges, overcoming rejection taught me resilience, one of my greatest lessons. After so many rejections, especially in Silicon Valley, I could have quit, but I kept believing. Resilience is key to success. I could have given up with every no, but persistence kept me going. As I say, when everything's against you, believe in your dream more. Rejections weren't failure, they were chances to adjust. Resilience means learning from difficulties and growing. Each no fueled me to try harder. What many don't realize, initial failure doesn't define you, your reaction does. I knew I was right, even with doors slamming. Long-term vision and patience kept me motivated. That's what guided Alibaba's growth. We weren't building for now, we were laying foundations for decades. When building, think 10 to 20 years ahead. Our goal: sustainability, not quick growth and fade. Long-term vision requires patience. Many chase fast wins, but real success comes from seeing beyond. At Alibaba, decisions might not pay off immediately, but aligned with strategy. This built an ecosystem, not just a company. Understanding our impact kept us focused in tough times. This mentality shaped Alibaba's culture. We didn't want an empire and ecosystem. Success comes from collaboration, not just competition. We've encouraged growth for all, from small businesses to partners. Alibaba's strength: helping others grow. When small businesses thrive, we do too. We're not about crushing rivals, creating flourishing environments. Our culture: one success doesn't mean another's failure. This built trust, innovation, support. For an ecosystem, every part contributes. I believe true success isn't earning zits helping others grow. Speaking of competition, how did we face giants like eBay? Simple. We chose our battlefield. While they were ocean sharks, we were Yangtze crocodiles. We knew our turf market, consumers, local quirks. Competition isn't scary, it's improvement fuel. Every rival pushed us to innovate, think creatively, offer value. In business, competition drives growth. Without push, no motivation to improve. This pressure created our uniqueness. This mindset built a foundation for small businesses. We believe the future lies in SMEs, their innovation's engine, economic growth. That's why we bet on them. Since Alibaba's start, focus on SMEs. I saw China's potential in them, while others eyed big cores. I knew small ones were key. As I say, help a country's economy. Start with small businesses. That's what we did. SMEs are agile, innovative, resilient. Big companies bog down in bureaucracy. Small ones adapt fast. This agility helped millions flourish via Alibaba. We gave them global access, sustainable growth, new markets. This spirit drives our culture today. Supporting SMEs strengthens economy, creates thriving ecosystems where all grow. For this, you need visionary leadership paving future paths. Leading Alibaba means staying ahead. To ensure success, prepare with clear vision. True leadership: anticipate years ahead, not just now. If anything goes wrong in 3 years, it's my fault. I used to say that. Leaders assume responsibility. When leading, prepare teams for future challenges. This separates ordinary from visionary leaders. Vision guides decisions, ensures sustainability. To prepare, measure success beyond profit. True success: positive societal impact, especially on small businesses. When I look at Alibaba's success, I'm proudest of the lives we touch, not money. Success goes beyond finances. As I say, it's how we help others grow. What we do transforms society, giving opportunities to the overlooked. For internet, Chinese small businesses couldn't go global. Now, via Alibaba, millions sell worldwide. Couldn't be prouder. Our impact: building opportunity ecosystems. That's what matters, transforming lives. To sustain, recognize we can't work non-stop. Leaders need reflection, rest. After years leading, I learned even determined leaders need recharge time. After 16 exhausting years, I took a year off. My company didn't know, surprised everyone, but I needed clarity. efficiency. Rest isn't weakness, it's smart. During that time, I relaxed unexpectedly, took up golf, cleared my head, distanced from daily challenges. Some thought I was escaping, but it re-energized me, prepared me better. I believe rested decisions are strategic. As for online games, never a fan. Best game, making money, helping small businesses. Golf keeps my mind clear for challenges. It's impossible to lead overwhelmed. In leadership, I value transparency. It's key for trust. Leading big like Alibaba, being open with employees, partners, customers is crucial. In digital age, clarity is must-know secrets. Manipulation? Trust keeps us strong only from honesty. I joked, if I break Chinese law, weekly Beijing coffee means abide rules, be transparent. Integrity isn't ethics, it's sustainable strategy. For long-term prosperity, do things clearly, creates trust inside out. People want to work with honesty for learning mistakes. Face them head-on, learn. Each openly dealt grows us. That leads to learn from others' mistakes, essential skill. Avoid problems, observing failures. Success hard to replicate, full of unpredictables, mistakes. Clear patterns. One strategy, watch company failures, avoid same at Alibaba. Buy right book, not successes, 1001 mistakes. Failure, consistent teacher. Looking at failed companies, mistakes predictable but ignored. Learn from them, huge advantage. Doesn't mean no mistakes, part of growth, but absorb others' failures, better prepared. At Alibaba, prioritize sustainable growth, not quick wins, but long-term societal benefit. Making money simple, sustainable, benefiting society challenge. Our model, not immediate profit, positive long-term impact. Future companies measured by societal contribution, not earnings. Proud Alibaba creates lasting help for millions SMEs entrepreneurs. Our mission, everyone grows balanced. Success tied to those we serve. This vision keeps us adapting to change. Adaptability crucial in business. World changes fast, not ready, left behind. When starting Alibaba, e-commerce absent in China, many doubted. Secret, not just idea, flexibility, adaptability. Resist change, overtaken. Adaptability, key quality. Markets shift, tech evolves, opportunities arise. At Alibaba, never complacent, adjusted strategies. Allowed growth in uncertainty. Cling to status quo. Doomed to succeed. Change, learn, reinvent. Business dynamic change, only constant. As we prepare future, certainty belongs to new generations embracing changes. Though older, future in young hands. Alibaba built on young team energy, ideas. Many leaders centralize. I prepare next gen. New ideas from youth innovation agents. My team averaged 26 their future. My role, create conditions for flourishing. Trust them. Take company forward with creativity. It's for thriving. Need purpose creates societal value, not just personal. What motivates me? Impacting lives. Alibaba mission, create societal value, especially SMEs. True success, improve lives. Seeing small businesses thrive via Usbride. Hearing stories of starting businesses, supporting families, dreams, Truno, right track. Kuching generation, success about impact. Tomorrow's companies by how build better world. My mission, company reflecting bigger, making difference. Invite you, in work, life, generate value. True success, impact on society. Something always reminds our purpose. Jack Ma, Alibaba co-founder, exemplifies turning obstacles to stepping stones. Faced rejection, criticism, called crazy but story beyond. In this video, discover Jack Ma's lessons. Deal failure, innovate chaos, build mindset. Think failure end, this changes perspective. Jack proved failure best teacher. Explore ideas on resilience, education, development, How built Alibaba on mistakes, challenges. Stay. Delve leadership, long-term strategies, transparency as ally. Find Jack Ma's powerful messages, inspiring millions. Jack, distinguished leader, inspires, believes primary responsibility, develop leaders, empowers employees, freedom, decide, learn mistakes. Good leader, like compass guides without control, creates innovation, trust, identifies hidden talents, recognizes unnoticed skills, hires complement team divers, effective, focus, shared vision, values over tech skills, humility pillar, even global success, learns, listens, subordinates. Essential, maintain perspective, grow. Humility generates respect, collaboration. Leaders serve, not command. Profound lesson, long-term thinking, not short gains eye future. Greatest successes, patience, resilience. Invest future, not quick wins. Helped Alibaba build strong foundation, endure shifts, not first win last stand. Commitment, long-term survived competition. Advises sustainable models. Success, marathon, not sprint. Prioritize innovation, adaptability keeps competitive. Leadership, rooted transparency. Early Alibaba, open communication, clear goals, challenges. Transparency builds trust, organization, customers. Extends public image. Honest difficulties, economic, competition, operational. Addresses head-on, authenticity resonates. Fosters ownership, accountability. Critical, long-term. Inspires loyalty, confidence employees, customers, investors. Key factor, lasting relationships. Positive reputation, global. Journey, relentless resilience. Rejected 30 jobs, including KFC. Used motivation, push forward. If don't give up, chance. Reflects belief, resilience, key overcome, achieve. Tested Alibaba Verge collapse financial competition. Many doubted survive. Determination kept afloat. Reminder, persistence, grit greater than immediate success. Bounces at versatileness, mental toughness, emotional intelligence. Embrace failure, journey part. Instilled Alibaba culture enduring, successful. Philosophy, failure, invaluable teacher. Countless setbacks, rejections, schools, jobs, investments. Views, chance, learn, improve. Failure, best teacher, cornerstone, personal business. Story, Alibaba, funding struggles. Rejected multiple, doubted potential. Turned rejection, learning, analyzed, adapted. Reflect failures, extract lessons made, respected entrepreneur. Failure, not for embrace. Brings closer success, if learn. Growth mindset encourages improvement. Resilience takeaway striving goals. Commitment self-development, crucial success. Sought improve personal, professional. Before lead others, invest own growth. Driven seek knowledge, challenge beliefs, push comfort. Lifelong learning, even successful, reads, conferences, mentors. Favorite art of war, influenced strategy. Dedication benefits him, model others. Fosters continuous learning, Alibaba. Prioritizing enhanced leadership. Built thriving innovation, adaptability. Key principle, align thoughts, actions. Vision without execution, meaningless. Emphasize turn, ideas, reality concrete steps. Evident building Alibaba ground up. Success bridge, ambition, action. Need inspiration? Rewatch. More insights, journey success. See there?